You bought the bike from the dealer. Your hands were shaking with excitement as you started it up. On the first day, you couldn't sit still with excitement while riding at 60 miles per hour. By the third month, you started looking for a new bike. Don't worry, you're not alone. I'm going through the same thing with my 450 SS. So, why are we getting bored? We're not getting bored. This wasn't your choice. Your brain chose it. You might be bored with the situation, but you can't see that the solution is right in front of you. You'll understand the solution by the end of the video. But first, what did your brain choose? 1. Why is buying a motorcycle like winning the lottery? When you drive the motorcycle out of the dealership, you didn't just buy a motorcycle, you won the lottery. And no, this has nothing to do with the motorcycle being an amazing thing. It has to do with your brain. 2 psychologists decided to study lottery winners. The man who won the lottery. On the first day, he was on cloud 9. What was his biggest problem? Should I get a Lamborghini or a Porsche today? I wish I had such a problem. Anyway, this is just like the day you drove the motorcycle out of the dealership. You're on cloud 9. Then, over time, the man's happiness began to fade. A Porsche is just a Porsche. It's still nice, but it's the same thing every day. What do you think happened in the end? You might think, he's probably a bit bored, but he's still happy. No, they measured his happiness 6 months after winning the lottery. It was almost the same as before he won. So you buy a motorcycle. 6 months later, you want to upgrade the engine. You're not abnormal. You're natural. This is called the brain's psychological immune system. It protects you from deep sorrow and also from endless happiness. How ironic, too. Why are you constantly looking for a new motorcycle? While looking at that motorcycle you dream about every night, you feel happy. Listening to the exhaust sound clears the rust from your ears. You're doing something amazing, aren't you? No, you're not. Why is the motorcycle you bought on the first day just sitting there in your garage? The answer is right in front of you. In 1997, Wolfram Schultz conducted an experiment. He showed a monkey a light. This is like you looking at motorcycles. Then he gave it fruit juice. This is the motorcycle in your garage. When the monkey received the fruit juice, it experienced a dopamine rush, just like when you ride the motorcycle. So what's the problem then? After a while, the monkey stopped experiencing a dopamine rush when it received the juice. It started experiencing it when the light turned on, not when it got on the motorcycle, but when it looked at the ad. So what do you think happened next? Let's say you sold your motorcycle. In other words, they stopped giving the monkey juice. They only gave it the light. The monkey got the dopamine, but the juice didn't come. Disappointment. The monkey's dopamine levels dropped below even the starting point. Looking at the light and getting the juice changed the system, yes. But stopping the juice, that's even worse. I guess I need to stop looking at those Yamaha MT-09 ads right away. 3. Do you want the motorcycle, but don't you love it? Let's say you've gotten hooked on racing motorcycles. You're absolutely obsessed with that S1000RR. You're watching reviews. You're mentally leaning into the turns. This is called wanting. Dopamine is responsible for this, and it's a massive system. You get immense pleasure from wanting it. But what about when you actually get the bike? It should be an amazing thrill, right? It isn't. You hit the road. It's scorching hot outside. You're crawling along in traffic at 30 miles per hour. Your back and wrists are aching. Your legs are getting tired. The engine is overheating at those speeds. You felt amazing while wanting it. But you don't feel that way when you're actually living it. And this has nothing to do with racing. This will happen in some form with every type of motorcycle. Because it's not the motorcycle causing it. It's your brain. Your brain's wanting system is massive, yes. But the liking system isn't massive. It's just those small regions called the hedonic hotspots. So when you want to upgrade to a new displacement, you get immense pleasure from wanting it. But actually living it gets old fast. 4. The true cost of buying a motorcycle. You buy a new motorcycle, your helmet looks ugly. You buy a helmet, your gloves feel a bit odd. Wait, does this sound familiar? A philosopher named Denis Diderot once received a red silk robe as a gift. That robe is your motorcycle. He put on the robe and looked around his home. His old chair suddenly seemed terribly ugly to him. His wooden table looked a bit odd. That chair and table are your helmet and gloves. But that's where the real story begins. Just because of the silk robe he received as a gift, Denis Diderot completely redecorated his entire home. a new expensive chair, an expensive wooden table. The gift was free, but the things he bought weren't. You buy a motorcycle with money. You can't stand your helmet, so you buy a new one with money. New gloves. That's with money too. When you buy a new motorcycle, the only thing burning a hole in your wallet isn't just the price of the bike. And the weirdest part is that there's an excuse for everything. A new helmet, safety, gloves, jacket. You can call them all safety. But personally, I could have bought a safer helmet for the same price. But I went and picked the one that looked good. I hope you didn't do the same. Why are we doing all this? Because the motorcycle isn't just your vehicle anymore. It's your identity. 5. Your phone is making you lose interest in your motorcycle. When was the last time you watched motorcycle videos on Instagram? I hope you're not watching them right now, because what you're about to hear might surprise you. You're scrolling through motorcycles on Instagram. You swipe. With every swipe, a brand new motorcycle pops up. What will come next? What will the guy in the video do? Something thrilling? Something loud? Will he skillfully navigate the corner? You don't know. And they're all showing off with their bikes. Do you know what else works on this mechanism? Slot machines. A brand new prize with every swipe. A brand new bike. But that's not the surprising part. A psychologist was observing waiters in a restaurant back in the 1920s. The waiters remembered unpaid bills, but they instantly forgot the paid ones. When the brain says, "Job done," it deletes unnecessary information. You put down your phone. You think that's the end of it, but your brain keeps processing those motorcycle videos in the background. The S1000RR's intense exhaust note, massive engine choppers, it processes them all. Then when you hop on your 400 cubic centimeter bike in the garage, it constantly compares them. It won't let you be happy. 6. Reset your brain in 20 minutes. I said at the beginning of the video that the solution was right in front of your eyes. Your brain is the reason you're bored. It's the reason your phone keeps making you want more. But the solution was very simple. In fact, you've been thinking about the solution the whole time, but you probably didn't realize that was the solution. Before I tell you the solution, if you want this information to reach other riders too, like and subscribe so you can get a lot of enjoyment from the system. In 2021, a neuroscientist at UCLA fitted 64 motorcyclists with brain scanning devices. They measured what the brain does while riding a motorcycle. The results were remarkable. Just 20 minutes on the bike reduced the stress hormone cortisol by 28%. I'm talking about just 20 minutes. Looking at motorcycles on your phone doesn't work. Scrolling through motorcycle videos on Instagram adds stress. But riding a motorcycle, that's the real deal. I've been talking about how your brain works. It's not a stranger, it's you. Stop fighting it. Take a break from looking at motorcycles and the videos you watch. Go to your garage, start the engine, and enjoy the ride.